Jon Jones continues to troll Tom Aspinall after the eye poke incident at UFC 321. On Wednesday, Jones showed up to the Dirty Boxing ceremonial weigh-ins on horseback, which wouldn't normally raise eyebrows except the horse was wearing an eye patch. The stunt was clearly a playful jab at Aspinall and a controversial ending to his fight with Ciryl Gane.
Jon Jones on a horse, a goat on a horse.
Going up here for DBX4.
What's going on, DBX4? I'm excited to be here. What's up, Nashville, Tennessee?
How do you have a better entrance than this to the White House, Johnny Bones?
We gotta do it right. We got the beautiful horse with the eye patch on. We're having a good night.
Here it is, DBX4. Let's get this party started.
Curtis Blaydes and Cory Sandhagen recently teamed up to discuss Tom Aspinall's eye poke controversy. In a new video, the two fighters shared their thoughts on the UFC 321 incident, agreeing that the eye poke looked especially bad.
Look how far it goes into his eye on the one.
When you slow it
the
down,
one looks
looks
nasty.
worse. Yeah.
I know, because at first I was like, I don't know, man, that ain't look that bad. But then it was like, ooh, dude.
Yeah, that one looks bad.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's nothing you can do with the gloves. I think some people just do it though.
Yeah.
I think that some people just poke people in the eyes more than the other people, and they don't really care.
I've heard other guys like openly, like Eric Lewis, he's openly said he will eye poke you or hit you in the balls just to get a break.
Has he poked a bunch of people in the eye?
No, it's not like
Oh,
he
he
doesn't have
hasn't?
a rep of this. He's not Jon Jones Jr.
Yeah. I don't think ever poked anyone in their eye.
Because you have really good hand placement also. You know.
I think it's because I give a shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, let me try to not poke this fool in the eye.
It was incidental because he was like hosting. He tries to bring it back. It doesn't look like he drives. Oh, there it looks like he drives into it. Yeah, it looks bad.
Yeah, it looks bad, man.
The slow-mo is bad.
Michael Bisping has proposed a date for a potential rematch between Tom Aspinall and Ciryl Gane. Speaking on his Believe You Me podcast, Bisping said the fight should happen as soon as possible and suggested that the UFC book Aspinall vs. Gane for UFC 323 in December.
The rematch is going to be even bigger. They're going to run it back really quickly. They could put it on MSG. They could put it on the end of the year. They've got Pantoja versus Joshua Van, of course. What am I saying? That fight already happened with Gaethje France. They've got Pantoja and Joshua Van. They've got Marab versus Petr Yan. Stick a third title fight on there. The final one on ESPN. End of an era. Go out with the bang. 3 title fights. They don't have to make weight. They've got to run it back nice and soon, I think, because obviously you want to peak in the training camp. Both men are looking good. You know, they can both learn a little bit from what they saw. We all know that Ciryl can stop a takedown. Would he be able to stop them 2, 3, 4, 5 when he's getting tired? We don't know. But in round 1, he was able to stop the takedowns. It was shaping up to be phenomenal.
Jorge Masvidal has his sights set on a return, and he's hoping it happens on the White House fight card. Masvidal recently launched his own podcast, Death Row MMA, and during the debut episode with Henry Cejudo, he opened up about his fighting plans. Gaethje revealed that he's targeting a comeback to the UFC to fight his old rival Leon Edwards on the highly anticipated White House event. You can watch the full episode on Masvidal's YouTube channel. The link is in the video description.
Is George making a comeback at the White House? I mean, are we going to see 3-piece in the soda?
Your boy's been training, I'll tell you that much, man. Been like 2-3 months now on it, you know. And I want in on that fucking June card. I call it Trump, calling everybody. You got to get me on this shit. So I'm just staying focused, staying in shape, brother. Hopefully everything works out.
Would you want Leon for that card, or you just want to get on that card? Because Leon don't got the belt no more.
Leon don't got the belt no more. But I still always want to down to fight Leon, you know. Just because we got all that history and stuff. I've never had any ill will towards Leon. I've always said it. And I still don't got ill will towards Leon. But I would still love to punch him in the face and just settle all that shit, you know, and let him try to get his shots in as well, you know. But if it's not Leon, really, I don't give a just give me somebody who's going to come to fight and let's go. Let's throw down for the president on the White House lawn. This ain't never going to happen probably again. So it's that thing that, you know, if I was too young or too old or right perfect, I'd be doing this. Like, it doesn't matter. There's no discouraging me out of this.
Justin Gaethje has finally explained why he rarely uses his wrestling in fights. A former NCAA Division I wrestler, Gaethje has long left fans wondering why he doesn't rely on his grappling inside the octagon. In a recent video posted to his Instagram, Gaethje finally revealed the real reason behind his decision to stay away from wrestling during fights.
What's the most warranted criticism about your fighting abilities you've heard, and what is the most unwarranted?
They're probably the same thing. The fact that I come from wrestling and don't use it as much as you would think. Probably a good criticism because I could have tried to implement it more early on in my career, coming from a wrestler and never being a striker in any way. I really fell in love with that part of it, and I was always the best in wrestling at stopping people from taking me down. Another point, these are 7-minute college wrestling matches. Now we're talking 25-minute fights, and I could never even walk off the mat after 7 minutes. So I'm not going to get tired in 7 minutes and then get my ass beat because I tried to wrestle. I'll never lose like that.
Eye pokes have been plaguing UFC fights and frustrating fans for years, but after UFC 321 ended in a no contest, the issue has reached a breaking point. Heated debates continue over whether Tom Aspinall should have continued or if Ciryl Gane deserved a disqualification, yet a bigger question looms. Will the UFC finally take real action to fix this problem? At the post-fight press conference, Dana White confirmed that a rematch between Aspinall and Gane is on the way. However, the UFC CEO avoided addressing the eye poke controversy or outlining any concrete steps to prevent future incidents. That silence left many fans wondering whether the promotion is actually working on a solution. According to former UFC fighter Josh Thompson, though, changes may be coming sooner than expected. Speaking on the Weigh-In podcast, Thompson revealed that the UFC is planning to introduce new measures, potentially as early as next week. At the Weigh-In podcast, Thompson said, "I mean, there's gonna be changes coming soon. I don't know what you've heard, but I mean, I've heard it yesterday and today. Basically, this might happen by next week. They are looking to make these changes quickly, and it's going to basically take things out of the ref's hands. The ref will not be able to call it a judgment call. It'll happen quickly." If Thompson's comments are accurate, this marks a significant shift in how the UFC handles eye pokes. The referee may no longer have sole authority to decide what happens next after an eye poke stops the action, possibly transferring that responsibility to the judges or a review panel. With UFC Fight Night, Garcia vs. Onama is set for this weekend. Fights might not have to wait long to see whether these rumored rule changes become reality. Here are the top 3 memes found on the internet. Number 3 meme was posted by Ambassador Cautious. Number 2 meme was posted by Homeless Emperor. And number 1 meme was posted by Rainbet. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with the latest MMA news.